Hey Tao, welcome to your 20 questions. How are you doing?
Hey there, good thanks, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Not a massive fan of the weather today.
Yeah, I mean, typical British weather really, isn't it? But we're making do.
We're in London, not the most geographically conventional place for world-class cyclists, yet yourself and Bradley Wiggins have broken the mould. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I mean, I think I grew up riding bikes and cycling everywhere here really, so I guess it might not be the best place for racing bikes, but it's certainly a great place for using a bike for different means and yeah, it's a great mode of transport in the city, that's for sure.
London is known as a cultural melting pot. What are your style and cultural influences?
I think they're all around really. I think you only need to walk down the street in East London or over in town as well, and you're going to have plenty of inspiration and always find something interesting and different around every corner.
How would you describe your personal style?
I think anything that's smart but also easy and yeah, not too fussy, not too high maintenance, and yeah, it's always nice for us to get back from a race and take something out of the wardrobe that we really, that I feel represents me rather than kind of wearing work clothes or wearing lycra. It's nice to throw something on that you can go out and spend time with friends and family and be comfortable, but also, feel a little bit different and more like yourself maybe.
This specifically is Clitheroe Park in your home borough of Hackney. Have you spent much time here?
Yeah, I mean, my school, Stoke Newington, just overlooks the park, and yeah, we definitely spent a lot of summers and great afternoons hanging out around here, and yeah, not getting up to too much trouble, but certainly enjoying ourselves.
So you famously took a day off school to attend the launch of this team back in 2010. How much did that set you on your path?
I think the team was really inspiring at the time. It was perfect timing for me, really, just getting into the sport. And yeah, I think the stories and the characters, especially the British riders, that I could relate so closely to was really pivotal in me just being inspired to chase my own dreams, really, and believe in a future in the sport.
You've been described as super hardworking and very polite. So how important is gratitude to you?
I mean, we go through a lot together on the road, the backroom staff, but also with my teammates, with the guys that we spend, the best part of 2/3 of the year together. So I think in the good times, but also more importantly in the moments when it doesn't all go to plan, it's really important to have that togetherness as a group and to say thank you and to keep close, when it is going well and also when it's not. So I think that makes us stronger as a team and we're all the better for it, really.
So how do you balance the team requirements of cycling with being a fiercely independent person?
Yeah, I think being here, being in London, spending time with friends and family when I can, and also just enjoying the city. Coming back here is something so different from the places that we are when we're racing and training, really. So it's nice to have that space sometimes away from the sport and from the world of cycling, and yeah, really enjoy the kind of contrast and balance of the two.
What personal fears have you had to overcome in your cycling journey, and how have they changed since your Giro win last year?
I think not so much a fear, but definitely, a big thing is spending a lot of time away from family, and whether that be your siblings or, grandparents or parents. I think we do travel a lot, and yeah, it's finding the balance with that and working out when you can spend time with them and when you do need to go away and train in certain moments. And I think this winter and the past year really has been really tricky for that with COVID and all the restrictions, but at the same time makes you appreciate different things, and yeah, looking forward to the future when hopefully we can return to the lifestyle and and the way of living that we've become so accustomed to, I guess, in the last years.
How do you maintain motivation after winning something as big as the Giro?
I think cycling's a great sport for maintaining motivation. I think first and foremost you have to be self-motivated to get into it in the first place. There's no training ground to report to every day. There's no one checking up on you. But also there's always a new goal around the corner, and yeah, there's so many races I haven't done. There's so many different incredible cultures to experience and different objectives to chase, I guess.
What is a winner's mindset?
I don't know.
So you now live in Andorra. How's that been for someone who's so proud of where they're from?
Yeah, I've been living up in the mountains at altitude for the past 3 or 4 years, and I think is a massive step in my personal development to spend that time training on long climbs, training at altitude. And yeah, I can't really see myself getting to where I've kind of developed to in my career with Ineos Grenadiers without taking that step to also be surrounded by teammates and team staff, and be in that support structure, but even more so the incredible training environment that we have there right on our doorstep.
We talk a lot about adventure. What do you consider as a modern adventure?
I think, I'd like to think anyway, that what we do is somewhat of a modern adventure here in the team. I think we try to give as much as we take from cycling. We try to connect and engage with people all around the world. We try to inspire them and hopefully encourage them, if not to go out on their bikes, at least to live an active and healthy lifestyle, and you know, to lead a day full of energy and yeah, being outside like we are now. I think it's something that's so important to me in my life. So if we can spread that message to others, then to me that's the biggest adventure that this team can go on.
So to date, what has been the most defining part of your journey?
I think, yeah, joining my first kind of professional team with Axel Merckx, and then subsequently 3 years later signing for this team has been kind of the two biggest steps in my career, and yeah, also the two biggest adventures, to be honest, because it's the first time of really traveling widely and experiencing big professional races, and also experiencing something new every year, which is a massive pleasure and privilege to have the opportunity to be a part of.
Who inspires you the most?
I think a lot of people inspire me. I think certainly a lot of different young sports people in other sports, but also away from the competitive world, just friends and family and people going about their lives with energy and passion and doing things that they love, and also giving to others. I think that sometimes in professional sport it can become very much about oneself, and when you meet people and spend time with people that really spend their days doing things for others, it's also really inspiring, because it makes you reflect on yourself and are you doing enough and what more could you do in the future. I think there has to be a balance with that in professional sport.
How important is family to your success?
Really important. I think that they've always been there, supportive for me and on this journey with me, so it's really enjoyable to spend time with them and reflect on it, and they're always the first people that I go to when I also want to kind of be away from cycling a little bit and just, you know, be, I don't know, a normal person, whatever that means.
How do you maintain calm and focus whilst in a race?
I think by having fun and just enjoying spending time with my teammates and with the staff, and yeah, trying to have an appreciation for where we are and what we're doing, and what a privilege that is, and a pleasure to be a part of.
What does the joy of racing mean to you?
I think it means making people happy and making ourselves happy, and trying to do things that we haven't done before, and experience things that we haven't done before, and carry ourselves in a certain way whilst we chase those dreams.
How do you describe the road that you've been on and how it's different to the next person?
I think every person's journey is completely unique, and yeah, I'd like to think that the road I've been on is only just beginning, really, in some respects, and keep trying to make that my own path, and draw inspiration from everyone around, but also, yeah, strive to create my own path in life, and make the most from that.
Finally, what do you want your legacy to be?
I think just keep enjoying every day, and looking forward, and making the most of every year that I have in this amazing sport, and also with some incredible people around me. So yeah, legacy is a big word, but trying to have fun.
So thank you, Tao. That's been your 20 questions. We will let you go now, as it looks like it's about to rain again.
Have a good day.